welcome back to my channel. So today I am doing a review on my top 5 concealers. First I'm going to start off with my NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer. I wanted to go ahead and mention this one first because it is my favorite out of all 5 of them. Now, reason being because, well, of course, it does have a really nice applicator and it has a nice consistency. Goes on really smooth. And yeah, it has really great coverage. You do not have to use a lot. The only amount that I use is the amount that comes out on the little applicator. I do not have to dip it back in and reapply more. It has a lot of product on it as soon as you pull it out. But like I said, it's really creamy, and that's one thing that I really look for in a concealer. Is it's not too runny, it's not too thick, it's just right. It's real creamy and I love it. The next concealer I have, it is kind of similar to the NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer, which is the NYX High Definition Concealer. And I actually just purchased this a few days ago, and today, well, in my previous video when I did my March favorites, I actually had it on, and that is my first time having it on. And I can say it did not crease on me at all. It's really creamy, as well as the Creamy Radiant Concealer, but it's a little bit more thinner than the Creamy Radiant Concealer. The color is about the same, so I would say it's a dupe to my NARS concealer. In my NARS concealer, I got it in the color Medium Dark 3. And under it says Amande. I think that's how you say it. It's A-M-A-N-D-E. So that's what color I got in the NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer.
And don't you hate it when you film a video and once you look at it, you see that you have lipstick on your teeth? So I can tell you this is actually my 3rd time filming this video because I've had lipstick on my teeth the first 2 times that I filmed it. First time I saw it, I said, hey, I'm just going to film it over and I'm going to try to get this lipstick off my teeth. And I looked at it and I actually had it on my teeth the 2nd time. So this is my 3rd time filming it. If I have lipstick on my teeth again, I'm just going to say forget it. You guys get the drift, so you know how it is. But yeah.
Anyway, back to what I was saying. The HD High Definition Concealer in the NYX is awesome. It's very inexpensive. I actually got this from Ulta. I think it was $4 or $5, I want to say. All of their NYX products are really inexpensive, and that's what I love about NYX. And of course the E.L.F line is really inexpensive as well, which I will mention that in a few minutes as well. But yeah, this one is really light. It's really great coverage. I'll go ahead and do a swatch of both of these swatch of both of these. This is the NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer. As you can see, it kind of has a more of a yellow undertone. And then this is the HD NYX High Definition Concealer. You can kind of see that they kind of look alike, and I do apologize about the chipping of my nails. I know I need to get them done, but you can kind of see that they kind of have a similar texture. Well, but they both are really creamy. The NYX is a little bit thinner than the NARS, but they both go on really well. They do not crease. It's they don't have a lot of creasing under them. Of course, if you set your concealers, then of course you're not going to have much of a creasing. But I don't set my concealer, so that's what I'm gonna have to expect. But yeah, these are both of the 2 right here. And then next I have my E.L.F High Definition Lifting Concealer. This one is really runny. It has a little brush applicator as well, but it's really thin, and it's really light too. I think it's one of the lightest concealers I've ever gotten. But on the website, it was actually the darkest color. It looks more white than anything, but this one I use over any concealer that I'm gonna put on because it's so light and it's so thin. Like one swatch, I actually had to swatch it a couple times to get the color to come up, but it's a really thin concealer, and I really don't like that, but I like it because it's so light that I can actually, you know, use it over a concealer that I'm gonna go ahead and put on. but it's really light and it does not crease. I've worn it all day and it did not crease on me. Yeah, so this is the E.L.F. lifting concealer. E.L.F. HD lifting concealer. Like I said, I would not use this by itself, but I did use it by itself one time. It did not crease on me, but it was way too light for my skin, so I like it, but I wouldn't use it by itself. Another one of my favorite concealers is the LA Girl Pro Concealer. Now, a lot of you have been talking about this concealer non-stop, and I wanted to go ahead and get my hands on it. For one, it's $2. For two, it does not crease at all. You wear this all day and I have not seen any creasing under my eyes once I've worn this for a full day. And another thing that I love about it is the brush applicator. Like, it has a little brush applicator. It's easy to apply, but one downfall is it comes out, like, a lot of product comes out really fast, so you have to really be careful about that. So this is the LA Girl Pro Concealer. It has a little bit of a yellow undertone. It's really, really, really creamy. I would say this is a dupe to my NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer. Maybe not the color, not so much for the color wise, but as far as the consistency, the texture, they are definitely a dupe. And it's $2 as compared to, I forgot how much I paid for the NARS concealer, but I would buy this any day. My last but not least is the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. Now, I've been on this concealer for, I'd say, over the last 2 or 3 years. I've restocked on it. I've tried to save it. As you can see, it's a little bit in there. This concealer is my first concealer I've ever bought, and I've stuck to it like glue. Like, this is my favorite concealer out of, well, not out of all the concealers that I have, because NARS is really my top concealer right now, but this one, only thing I hate about it is the pump. The pump, because when you pump, even if you're trying to pump a little bit out, too much comes out. Like, hold on, I'm going to try to pump it. See? Way too much just came out. But the consistency of it is great. It's a little bit runny. See, way too much product comes out when you try to pump it out. And that's a lot of product to waste. But I love this concealer. It is a great under eye concealer. Blemish. Any blemishes on your face, it is great coverage for it. I love it. It's a little bit runny, of course, when you pump it out. But I usually apply it with a brush. So, and I got a tip from one of my favorite YouTubers here on YouTube. Her name is Nitra. She gave a great tip to not put your concealer on before you put your foundation on, because if you put your concealer on before your foundation, you're gonna eventually rub it off once you put your foundation on, and that kind of defeats the whole purpose of concealing. So what I've been doing lately is putting my concealer on after I put my foundation. Now, I'm not talking about the concealer under my eyes, because of course you're going to have to do that after you put your foundation on, but I'm talking about as far as my blemishes, my dark spots. I used to put the concealer on before I would put my foundation on, but she made a great tip to not do that. So go ahead and put your foundation on and then conceal your dark spots and blemishes, and then, you know, just blend it in with the beauty blender, and then of course, you know, put your concealer on under your eyes and so on. But she gave a really great tip, and I thank you so much, Nitra, for that tip. I've been using it daily, so thank you so much. You are amazing. But yeah, that is all 5 of my favorite top concealers. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.